Join us as we sail from Texas to the Caribbean. 3 summers, 3 legs, and the biggest adventure of our lives. Previously on Don Treader.
Alright, let's see you try to open it. Come on. Open it. Put some pepper in it. Come on, man.
What is your least favorite part about the trip so far?
Hanging out with you. What is your most favorite meal that Jesse has cooked?
I'm gonna have to go with the ramen.
Pepper.
My pants full.
From Texas to Florida. It feels really good. This is cool. So yeah, I would say this is a pretty nice accomplishment. Don Treader was a hot mess. It had everything from, a nasty looking Mississippi mustache at the bow to just soot covered nasty transom. So, Billy Chips, with his big obelisk in Pensacola, had a very colorful background. History, right?
So what do you think about this place?
Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
Today's run will take us about 25 miles offshore into the Gulf for a straight shot across to Panama City. The plan is to spend a day or two at the Panama City Marina to make sure everything is ready for our long offshore run to St. Pete.
That's our friend Anna in her island packet. Very cool lady. Anna, it's great to get to know you. Take care, and we'll see you again out there. Bye-bye, Pensacola. Bye-bye, Anna. These are the Blue Angels here, training for a show in Pensacola in a couple of days. Oh, that is so awesome. Wow. I don't know if you can see it back there, but there's a big water spout right there. That's cool. Jesse, what is that again?
It's a Sharknado.
Okay, I had a problem with the AutoPilot. This fitting just came out and disconnected, so not too big of a deal, I don't think. We just need to reconnect that fitting there and put the pins back in. So gonna try that and try to get our AutoPilot back on and running.
We're about 20 miles outside of Pensacola. About an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, our AutoPilot ram arm broke. It had unscrewed itself at that fitting like you saw in the video. I was able to get that fixed and put it back on, but then
something just let go inside the ram arm or the housing. I don't know yet. So anyway, we'll have to pull that apart. We're going to go to Panama City tonight, and we'll see what time we get in there and whether or not we try to pull the channel or just circle around until daylight. But we're doing good. Seas are okay. Skies are looking pretty good. That big system with the water spouts is way behind us now. So yeah, we're making good time. We have about 56 miles to go. So you know, it'll be pretty late when we start getting close. May have to circle around for a few hours and wait for daylight to start in, but we'll go into a marina and then start working on the AutoPilot. Also had an issue, had a plug burnt on our AC shore power cord. So it got hot, and I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. Probably have to replace the receptacle. So those two things, we'll work on them while we're at the marina. We'll stay at the marina however long we need to. I want things really, you know, solid before we head off to Tampa. So about 56 miles to Panama City, and then we'll get some downtime and start fixing the little problems we're having.
I don't know if you can see the seas here. I would guess they're maybe 3 to 6 feet. Get a bigger one roll through every once in a while. The problem is, the reason we're motoring is we're going straight into the wind here. And I want to try to make some good time to Port St. Joe. You can see, if you can't see the waves, real short period stacked up. You can see by the motion of the boat just how much we're hopping around. So they're just kind of short, steep waves, which is kind of typical of the Gulf. There you go. So yeah, kind of beating into it. It's not super pleasant, but we're all doing okay. No one's gotten really ill yet, so it's all good. And the boat's doing great. She feels really solid, nice, so it's good. Alright, let's see what we pull in. You can see this water is just gorgeous, just beautiful blue. It's amazing. Quinn and I were just talking about how clear it is. You can see the foam underneath as we go by. Really, really pretty. Seas are calming down a little bit now. Still have one come through like that every once in a while, but it's getting a little more mellow. I think the wind waves are dying down. Sky looks pretty good. So we're chugging along. Our first fish offshore, a beautiful tuna, bluefin. This thing's amazing. Jesse helped me pull it in.
Little tunnies are considered by some as the trash fish of the tuna family.
How dare you, sir?
But heck, we didn't care. We were ready to eat whatever came our way. However, I didn't properly bleed him before I expertly cut the fillets, so lesson learned there.
Okay, I'm about to fillet my first tuna ever. So here goes nothing.
Here we are, filleting our first tuna and our first fish on this trip. You can tell it's going to be good.
Okay, so both Jesse and I tried the sushi, or sashimi, I guess is what you call that stuff. So I thought it tasted very good. It's definitely, you know, fresh and gamey, but good. Jesse, what did you say it tasted like?
A bloody tooth, like your tooth just came out and then it starts bleeding. It's nasty.
So he's not a fan. Pepper is just completely mystified. She thought she had nice, gentle owners, and suddenly they're beating animals and filleting them. It was horrible. Quinn is just chilling.
Meant to go.
How are you feeling? Better? Yeah, good. Seas have really calmed down. So we're making good time. That was a lot of fun, reeling that baby in. I went at him 3 times with the gaff. I mean, smacking him good with that gaff. And I couldn't get it to penetrate him. So we just had to pull him on with a line, and then used a winch handle, one of our heavy winch handles, to dispatch him to Tuna World. We sailed into the evening and the boys started wearing down. Quinn caught a nap on the cockpit seat while Jesse tried to keep his eyes open while on watch with me. Just after midnight, we reached the mouth of the St. Andrews Bay Pass into Panama City. Now, in the daytime, it was a very inviting entrance, but it was pitch black, and I was debating on whether to spend the next 6 hours circling or try to run it and find our anchorage in that darkness. The channel looked well lit, and the water was pretty much glassed off, so I decided to go for it and make my first ever nighttime entrance. We finally pulled behind Redfish Point into an anchorage shown by Waterway Guide here, which incidentally is right by Smack Bayou. That's right. Even here, they know my reputation. We used our spotlight and depth gauge to find the right area, set the hook, and immediately went to bed. I was spent. So here's Quinn lounging in the air conditioner, which is running off our generator. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, Jesse and I are anchored here, which is Redfish Point here in Panama City. We got in last night about 0200, and so we woke up pretty late this morning. It's almost 10, and Jesse is making eggs and bacon. That is quite a chef right there, my friends.
Thank you very much.
It's looking yummy, babe. And we're gonna head over to the Panama City Marina, which is right over in there somewhere. You can see the masts. So we'll be anchored there for the next couple of days. We need to order some parts, replace a receptacle that overheated with our last shore power. I don't know what was up with that. And then we need to work on our AutoPilot, get that fixed before we head to Tampa. So those are our projects, and we'll check in with you later. In the meantime, this place is beautiful, especially with bacon.
Oh yeah. Oh man, we forgot to put cheese in it.
You fool! So this came up with our anchor. Is anybody missing a bicycle? That's pretty crazy. So I don't know how we're gonna get that off, but we'll give it a go. That's just nuts. What do you think?
It's crazy.
We called over to the Panama City Marina on the VHF for instructions coming in. The woman said, just come in and tie up to the lay-along. Well, that sounded great, but if you look at the charts, you see that there are 2 entrances to 2 virtually identical sides of the marina. So I asked her which entrance. The main one, she said. Right. After explaining my dilemma, it finally dawned on her and she told me to enter by the yellow roof building. Got it. Not the best instructions I'd ever had, but we got it sorted. Okay, about 2 hours outside of Pensacola, our autopilot crapped out. What had happened is it unscrewed from here, from the fitting, as you saw in the last video, and then it's also leaking a little oil down here, so I think maybe a seal is gone. But found out it's just essentially kind of a jack screw setup, which is why it was unscrewing. And then it completely stopped working. I reconnected that a couple of times and then we just lost it altogether. So we had about 10 hours of hand steering. Boys did just magnificent. Actually, it was more than that. It was probably 15 hours. But anyway, we got in last night. So having someone come out to take a look at this, see if we can fix it. Hopefully we don't have to replace it, but that's a possibility. So anyway, everything's looking good here on the quadrant. You see some of the oil there, but again, the ram arm itself is pretty whacked. So hopefully we can get that fixed. We'll be here in Panama City at the Panama City Marina until we get that fixed. So should be a couple of days, and we'll see if we can get it working. Now that's an interesting boat. Oh my goodness. It was a pretty mellow seas yesterday, but we still got some water up over the bow. And so I'm just rinsing down. You see the salt on the lenses there. So yeah, just started to rinse down and clean everything up. Need to fix the jack lines up here. These should be double wrapped. They're single. That's not good. So I'm going to rewrap those, get those done. And looks like we're going to be here until Monday or so, getting the autopilot fixed. So it's cool. This is a nice marina, and we're going to go in and explore town, get something to eat here in a little while, and keep at it. The Panama City Marina sits at the end of the main thoroughfare through a very quaint downtown. The water is crystal clear, and the locals crowd the promenade and pier on the weekends, hanging out, drinking beer, and fishing. Had it not been for the poor comms coming in, I would have given this place 5 smacks. But alas, 4 smacks for you! We headed up Harrison Avenue to explore and find a bite to eat. There wasn't a lot going on in Panama City proper. Most of the action was obviously over at the beach, but we like this place. Downtown Panama City. Very cool town. Also had an issue, had a plug burnt. Okay, so I think we seriously dodged a bullet. This is the boat side of the cord. Pizza. And what's strange is the guy at the last marina told me that the previous guy had burned up a cord but thought it had been fixed. So this is the marina side, and that's not showing any heat. It's just on the boat side. So just so happened an electrician was out there and said that the problem was probably a buildup. Let me see if I can get in here. Probably a buildup of corrosion on the tongs. Let me just test. Okay, so that's cool. No problem there. And, you know, taking a close look, I'm going to replace this receptacle today. But taking a close look, you know, I'm not seeing anything bad here. So I'm going to go ahead. You can see the heat damage there on the top two tongs. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this. Yeah, something I'm definitely going to keep a closer eye on. Keep, you know, kind of checking these receptacles. I don't know if it was resistance building up in the cord itself inside that plug, which I couldn't really see, obviously. But these, you know, I try to take pretty good care of these. And I don't know, there's, you know, definitely some corrosion. So maybe that was it. Maybe I need to be better about it. But anyway, I'll pull this off and we'll take a closer look later. We are preparing this freshly caught tuna. I believe it's called the Little Tunny is the type of tuna it is. You can see it's some of its markings here. So this is the top of the fish here, and it's got the striping along the top and back, blue coloring down below. So pretty sure it's a Little Tunny, which is a type of bonito. So we'll be preparing this with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic, and then we'll be putting it on the grill for about 5 to 7 minutes. Having that with asparagus, and Jesse is preparing our rice. Did you get it lit? You're the man. So a bonito tuna steak, rice pilaf, and asparagus tips. What do you think, Jess? All right, let's eat it. Okay, this is us putting in the new AutoPilot, and our new friend Lee helping us out. Appreciate it, Lee.
Glad to help.
Okay, Jesse, what is tonight's meal?
To stand up, to stand up, to stand up, to stand up.
Just today. And that is what it looks like: salsa, onions, tomatoes,
Cheesy goodness.
beans, and cheese. Cheese goodness?
Cheesy goodness.
Cheesy goodness.
Cheesy goodness.
Quinn, what do you think about tostadas?
I think you guys should have left me more beans.
Oh, sorry about the whole bean thing. Dude, you got plenty. Look at all that.
For 3 tostadas?
3?
Quinn, 3.
kind of pig are
I
you?
sacrificed my third one for you.
1, 2, 3.
No, those are halves. Jesse did actually sacrifice his third one for you. So what do you have to say to your brother?
Should have left me more beans.
Hey everyone! Just wanted to give you a quick message to all of our patrons.
What are our patrons?
They're the very generous people that give us money for our videos.
Okay.
Yeah, so
People give us money for these?
yeah, they
Dad,
donate
that's crazy. Why would people give us money for
Guys,
these?
because they're generous people.
Dad, that's crazy.
Yes, okay, fine. Just okay. Okay, so as I was saying, I just wanted to thank all of the patrons for being very generous and giving us money for the videos, which is a little crazy, but hey, you know, thank you. So I want to also let you know that only on our patron page we will be providing behind the scenes videos of what we think about what we're heading into, and just kind of the mindset of being out there cruising. So hope you guys enjoy that. Just a little bit of an extra for all of our patrons. Thank you very much for your support, and look forward to seeing you the next episode. I will now untie my children.
Hit the like and the subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Smash that like button in the face.
Yeah, I'll make that next video if we get 10,000 likes.